I am Honorable Engineer Abdullah Omar Faruk, representing the good people of Birnin Kebbi, Kalgo, Bundafero constituency of Kebbi State. I move for a bill for an act to provide for the establishment of the National Agricultural Machinery Supply and Management Agency and for other related matters. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Any seconder? Honorable Joga.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable colleagues, this bill seeks to establish the National Agricultural Machinery Supply and Management Agency to coordinate the effective supply and provision of agricultural machinery and equipment in order to boost agricultural production. Specifically, the functions of the agency will be ensuring sufficient supply of agricultural machinery and equipment by importing or procuring same from certified indigenous manufacturers, institutions, or agencies, providing agricultural equipment, hiring services for farmers in all local governments of the country directly or through registered hiring agents, coordinating the effective utilization of all agricultural machines and equipment in its possessions, and providing information on all imported and locally designed agricultural equipment and machinery in the country, among others. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, we all know that in this country we have a shortage and utilization of farm machineries in our farming activities. And as a result of that, we have very low food production, which put us among the poorest nations in this world, and also importing heavily to augment the little we are producing. Mr. Speaker, in this world of globalization and market liberalization, we cannot compete this way. And one of the ways to bail ourselves out is to ensure that we provide machineries to our farmers, because over 70% of our farmers are subsistence farmers. They do not have the capacity to buy this needed machinery to go into mechanization. And in this era, without going to mechanization, we cannot fare. We cannot do it. Definitely, we have to remain where we are, begging for food, buying food, and remaining poorish. Mr. Speaker, the reasons is very understandable, because the statistics of food production is very gloomy and disheartening. We have, by the grace of God, about 71 million hectares of arable land, but the one under cultivation is only 31 million hectares. And for these 31 million hectares, Mr. Speaker, we have less than 3,000 tractors functioning in this country. Like India, in fact, is the largest producer of tractors. So this bill has a very, very important thing to assist us by the time we agree with you. Particularly, the benefits derivable from this bill, one, Mr. Speaker, will generate data for tractor requirement for the Nigerian farmers. We'll also have the opportunity to train our youth to acquire skills in maintenance services and machine operations. For this bill, there is no financial implications for now. The reason being, already there is in place an agricultural equipment hiring enterprises set up by the Federal Ministry of Agri under the Federal Agricultural Department. And This is an aberration, really, for an agency under democracy to set up a going concern business out of government without the recourse of the National Assembly. So with this bill coming in, it will correct the wrongs already done by the executive, and proper things will be done properly. So my prayer, Mr. Speaker and honorable colleagues, is that according to our legislative agenda, which we adopt here in this chamber, that anything that has to do with solving the national challenges, we will intervene. Definitely, this is one of the areas that we need to intervene so as to solve food shortage and food insecurity. I therefore urge all of us to support this bill to second reading.
The mover of this motion, bill has said that it has no financial implications because it's already a department that is highly functional, budgeted for by this great assembly. It then means that they are not going to engage other more employment. It then means the people that are going to function under that agency are currently employed. It then means it takes away nothing. It then means it adds values. The adding of chains of values are very simple. One is employment. Employment in the sense that the man who is going to distribute these chains of machineries are engaged. The high yield of production is that when you use machineries to farm, the evidence is very clear. And that is why there's a nexus between the supply or tractorizations and high yields of productions. A complete nexus for good governance. And what are we talking about, Mr. Speaker? Why we are in the National Assembly, Mr. Speaker, is to add values to the creation of God and to add values to our constituents. Mr. Speaker, distinguished honorable colleagues, this is a celebrated bill, and we should celebrate Honorable Omar for bringing this bill at this particular point in time. I urge you, as I urge myself currently, to support this bill with the speed of light it requires. I rest my case.
This bill is timely and apt in view of the fact that we are preaching the gospel of diversification of the Nigerian economy away from oil to agriculture. And we know, as a matter of fact, that agriculture contributes about 47% to our gross domestic product. It accounts to about 70% of our employment. So no amount of money spent on creating agencies to further strengthen the agricultural sector of this country will be too much, in view of the fact that we now want to diversify the economy away from oil to agriculture. Then, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, right now, there is a paradigm shift of looking at agriculture from a developmental perspective to a business perspective. And by so doing, we are encouraging our young men and women to come into agriculture, take them away from chasing non-existing white-collar jobs in the cities and back to the rural areas to farm.
So as a result, I strongly believe that mechanization is the proper thing, because if an individual farmer is faced with an hectare of land, before that farmer can prepare the farm in terms of the use of hoe for the yam plantation, a mechanized friend of his that is faced with same 1 hectare something will have done this in 2 days, whereas 1 month is still using his hoe to do the ridges. So in this case, it is very important to allow the establishment that we learned is presently under the Ministry of Agri to be independent and will be able to concentrate more on the supply and the maintenance and even monitoring of the use of these things. And it will be well established all over the country, because it's supposed to be a national mechanical Supply and Maintenance Agency. At the same time, the Ministry of Agric can be advised to now concentrate on how to educate our farmers on the storage and preservation of the yield, because by the time we establish this agency that will bring out more yield, the yield must be preserved, and the packaging that will make it internationally attractive should also be taught to our farmers. Thank you very much. On this note, I wholeheartedly support the bill. Thank you very much.
Those against say nay. The ayes obviously have it.